Hi, in this video, I want to discuss Personnel Action Notice. So what is Personnel Action Notice? So it is actually a form that is to be filled out by the HR department for any action that will take place to the employee. So what are those actions? So they can be classified as disciplinary actions. Some are just regular notice like branch transfer or promotion. So for disciplinary actions, sometimes it could be a poor performance, maybe excessive tardiness or absenteeism, inappropriate conduct like wearing slippers and shorts in the office, or maybe breach of company policies like sleeping during office hours, or any unlawful acts like stealing or breach of employment contract, no? So as you can see, you are putting here the reason why you are having that personnel action notice. Now the actual action, there are also types, no, for the actual action based on this reason. So sometimes it could be verbal warning, so normally for the first offense on the disciplinary action. And then second is the notice to explain, which is actually the first step in two notice rule. So what is that two notice rule? So this is coming from Dole, no? So there are three steps. So first step is there will be a written notice, commonly referred to as a notice to explain or the show cause order, specifying the grounds for termination and giving the employees ample opportunity to explain their side. And then next one will be a hearing or conference to allow the employees to respond to charges, present evidence, or rebut the evidence presented against them. And finally, there will be a decision, of course, after the hearing. So there will be a notice of decision indicating the justification for termination as well as the corresponding sanctions if there is any, after due consideration of all evidence. Okay, so sometimes there's also suspension and finally the termination. Okay, so how do we apply these concepts in HR Tech? Okay, so in HR Tech, first, there should be some settings. Like for instance, there should be personnel action notice reason. So here you will specify all the possible reasons for the personnel action notice. Like here we have the tardiness, frequent absences, poor performance, branch transfer, and promotion. And the other setting that you need to fill up is the action types for the personnel action notice. So here we have the verbal warning, notice to explain, branch transfer, and promotion. Okay, so after having all these settings, you can now create the personnel action, which is found in the HRM and then personnel action. So as usual, you will see the list of all the personnel action notice that were already entered into the system. Now to create a new personnel action notice, all you have to do is to click this add new record, and then here you specify the employee and of course the date. So the date will be the current date, but you can change depending on when is the date of that action. And then here you'll specify the reason. Okay, so let's say the reason is tardiness, and then the action type would be notice to explain. So it will be decided based on the policy of the company what will be the action. Okay, so here you'll specify the witness. So normally this is the supervisor, let's say Robert, or maybe there are some others like Janice and also Carla, for example. Okay, here event summary, you will specify the the events. So this is actually the detail where you are doing this personal action notice. So I have already an example here. So let's say I will change it into Kim, since our subject is Kim. So let's say Kim was late to work without providing an adequate reason or phone call to inform his supervisor. And then here there will be a comment coming from the employee. So later this will be filled by the employee. That is our future feature. But right now it's enough that the HR department will be the one to fill this. But of course later it will be the employee. Okay, that is the ideal way to do it. So let's say the comment of the employee is that my alarm didn't ring this morning and so I overslept. I will take steps to ensure that this will not happen in the future. Okay, and then here is the action, no? Based on this evidence and so on the policy of the company, what is the action to be done? So let's say the action to be done is this is the first formal written notice. Future instances of tardiness within the next 90 days will warrant an employee review. So valid until May 26, 2021. Okay. So after having all this entered, you can now save. Okay. So based on this, you can also have the option to print the history. Like for instance, you want to know if there are previous tardiness that were already issued to the employee. So as you can see here, we have six personal action notice that were issued to this employee. Okay, so we have frequent absences, poor performance, tardiness, and tardiness. Okay, so based on that, you can decide what will be the action type. No, so if there are of course many offenses, you can say that it is already for notice to explain, no? And finally for the termination. Okay, so you can also attach some file, no? Okay, so by the way, regarding this the reason, no, it can be the violation committed by the employee, or it can be just a simple notice like branch transfer, promotion, and so on. So it can be positive or negative depending on the situation. Okay, and then after having this, let's say you create the memo and then let the employee sign. So that signature, you can actually attach it. Okay, so we can have attached file here. So let's say we will attach the NTE memo. Okay, so we will upload the NTE memo, which is this one. Okay, then submit. Okay, we can also attach some evidence. So let's say if it is about complaint by the customer regarding wrong invoice, for example, so we can attach that wrong invoice here like that, and then submit. Okay, so we have now 3 attachments. For example, it's a car accident. Okay, so we can also attach a picture of the accident, no? So we say car accident picture. Okay, so we will upload the car accident. and submit. Okay, and then later when we want to review this personal action notice or those attachment, we can actually just go to this action notice and then go to attach file. So here we can see the memo that was issued, no? Which we are presuming that this is actually signed by the employee, no? And then we can also see the invoice that was issued, and then if it is, I said, as a car accident, we can also see that picture. Okay, so the good thing about this attachment is that whenever you need the evidence or any memo that was that is related to this action notice, you can easily find it, no? Unlike if you are doing it manually, you put it in the folder, so it will take you more time to find it. Let's say if you have done it several months ago, okay, for example, and you want to review it, you can easily just go to this action notice and you will already see those attachment. Okay, so yeah, that's it. That's how easy it is to create personal action notice in HR Tech. So if you have any question, just put it on the comments below. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.